Hey, everybody. It's your favorite type 2 diabetic on a budget. And I want to start this by saying I don't know if this video will have an intro or an outro because I've changed the name of this page. And now I need to change all of that stuff too, and I haven't yet. Number two, this is going to be a pretty short video. It's going to be about intermittent fasting, which I started last Sunday, which I forgot what day that was. And I'm going to do it for a month. I don't know if you guys remember, but I started doing it and it started working, and then I stopped doing it because I was like, oh, did it, I'm out. So now I'm back to doing it. I apologize if I'm distracted. I'm hearing a noise, but I don't see anything. Ooh, maybe it's Candyman. I did not say his name 3 times, but I am going to go see that movie. Okay, intermittent fasting. I'm also going to talk about Ozempic in the next video because I've had some feedback in my comments about how to do the injection, how I was doing the injection wrong, maybe. I checked with my doctor and I was doing the injection correctly. Apparently, I think Miss Maureen was in the comments and she was saying, you did it wrong. You need to hold the button down for 6 seconds after you give the injection. I would just press the button until the timer stops, because that tells you that you've had your full injection. So I would just, and after the timer stopped, I would release the button, but I would hold the pen in place for about 30 seconds to make sure, because sometimes like some of the medication leaks off of the needle after you take it out of your leg or your abdomen or wherever you give your injection. I give mine in my thighs and I alternate thighs. Anyway, that's not what this video is about, but I am going to do another injection and I'm going to try it the way Miss Maureen suggested. And I'm sure it'll be fine. Either way, you gotta get it in your body. So that's number 2. I don't know. I shouldn't have talked about it. I said I was going to do that in the next video. I'm filming in a new place also, like in a new spot in my house, because I'm using, what do you call it? Natural light. Y'all help me. I'm also probably sweating because of the perimenopause. Either way, I am doing intermittent fasting now, and I've done it for a week. I'm going to do it for a month for sure. Like, I'm going to do it for a month for sure and see how things shake out. I've already lost weight this week. I did not, probably about 2 pounds, but I was still exercising. I was still exercising, and I was still, well, my diet was not the best. Don't tell my trainer. But I did try to stay on my diet as much as possible. It's not a diet. Like, I just tried to eat well. I mean, I had some cake. I also had an ice cream cone. So, factor that in. You guys, okay, so intermittent fasting. I am a type 2 diabetic, as you all know, and I do a circadian rhythm intermittent fast routine. I fast for 13 hours. So I stop eating at 9 p.m. the day before, and I begin eating again at 10 a.m. the next morning. Sometimes I see if I can go till 11. That's about 14 hours. But I check my blood sugar level, and this week my blood sugar levels have been fantastic. One was 116 one morning, but I think it was because I was really thirsty and I had a really fitful sleep. So I didn't get much rest, and I think I needed to drink some water. I was really thirsty when I woke up, and I think that might have been why. But otherwise, 95, 100. I'll try to keep a record of all of them on my monitor. I still do finger sticks. I know people have some like glucose monitors. I don't have one. I don't know if I'm ever going to get one. I might. Who knows? Here we go. So the intermittent fasting. So there's all kinds of variations. I have a friend, Polka Dot Park. She's on YouTube also, and she does prolonged fasting. Like, I think she was going for like 92 hours, but she does not have any underlying health conditions, and she was doing it for her health and for weight loss. I am doing this primarily for blood sugar control. That's what I'm doing. Everything I do is primarily for blood sugar control, so not necessarily for weight loss. Although I am, actively trying to lose weight. And we're going to talk about weight loss and obesity and, how to deal with yourself while you're trying to lose weight. I think it's an important conversation to have. Lately, it seems like everyone's like mad that fat people have the nerve to come outside, I guess, while they're fat. I don't know. It's odd because I think unlike other issues, like if someone's an alcoholic or someone has a drug addiction, people can be a bit more sympathetic. But I think if you're overweight, people tend to have all these ideas about who you are as a person, and you're somehow deficient, and but deficient in a way that's a little bit less forgivable, I would say. I don't know. Perhaps this is wild speculation. This is just my take on this. Anyway, we'll talk about obesity and weight management as we age, because as you all know, I am 49 years young. It's not no girl. I'm doing my best. Trying to keep it together, y'all. It is not easy. So we'll talk more about that. I apologize if I'm looking in the wrong place. Like I told you, I'm filming in a new spot. I always had Lord, I always had trouble finding where I should be looking. So I apologize for that. Circadian rhythm fasting. So at 13 hours, you fast. Most of that time you're asleep if you're lucky. Unless with diabetes and with perimenopause, you can fall asleep, but sometimes you wake up so you don't stay asleep. So that could be an issue. And I don't know, people have been giving me lots of home remedies for it. Take melatonin, do meditation. Absolutely. I appreciate all of your suggestions. And I do. I actually do yoga, and now I have like a nighttime hygiene, like a bedtime hygiene thing that I follow. That's not what this is about. Tangent, Tammy. I don't know. Somebody needs to get the script writers on it. I don't know who is in charge of directing this episode. Anyway, so intermittent fasting. So you're asleep for most of it. You should check your blood sugar. If you're a diabetic, I'm a diabetic. You need to check your blood sugar levels. You cannot just decide you're going to fast and this is going to cure your diabetes or whatever people are telling you. You need to check your blood sugar levels. Don't just do things, because you can have a low. You can dip so low that things take a turn. Or on the flip side, sometimes when some diabetics don't eat, their blood sugars can spike. Like your body's like, do something, that sort of thing. So just really be careful. I have liked it so far. I promise you, I will keep, I guess, kind of a chronicle on how much weight I lose, and I will talk about it, but I don't want us to get focused on like numbers. I lost 2 pounds this week. I lost 3 pounds last week. I don't want us to get so caught up in it. I want us to talk about how we feel, how our bodies feel, how our blood sugar levels are, how our numbers look, because really this is about keeping our A1C as normal as possible, and just about keeping mobility and keeping good health. And that's important. We absolutely need to think about our health in those terms. You want to live a good life. You want to age well. So that's what we're doing. We're not going to do all this other stuff where we're like measuring ourselves furiously and hopping on and off the scale. We don't want to start that kind of madness. Okay, so if you guys are going to intermittent fast, there are some fasts. The 16 is like the normal fast time, I guess. That from everywhere I've read. You need to check with people who really know what the heck they're talking about. But I use an app. It's called Zero, and it's free. I think you can pay for like premium services. I do not. Well, I don't really need them yet, because I also have like my FitnessPal where I log my the foods that I eat during the day, and it is because I like to track carbs that way. And if you pay for the premium subscription, I think yearly, it might be a little expensive, you guys. I think it's $50 a year or something, which $50 a year is a lot, I think. some people may think that's like no big deal, but I think it's kind of expensive. But I do it so that I can keep count of that's how I track my carbs, and like loosely track my carbs. I am by no means one of those people who's like, I know I had 20 grams with breakfast and 30 grams with lunch. I don't do it like that. I typically just say, well, if I have like oatmeal for breakfast, then I probably won't have like rice for the day, like that day, that sort of thing. I do like trade-offs. If I have, and I eat a lot of black eyed peas because it's my favorite pea, I guess, or bean. Is it a bean or a pea? Either way, I eat a lot of it, and they're starchy, but they have a lot of protein. So I don't typically, so if I do something like that, if I have black eyed peas like I'm going to have today, I will not have like another starch with it. I won't have rice or anything like that, or any kind of bread, just because I'm probably going to eat a lot of it. By a lot, I mean like a cup and a half, not like all of it. I'm going to try to load up on vegetables today. Today is Sunday, so it's like meal prep time. And by meal prep, I do not mean that I'm going to do what people do and like have like breakfast, lunch, and dinner sectioned out for the next 6 days. No. I do things like I prep all my vegetables. I make a batch of green smoothies and put them in these little 8-ounce mason jars, and I just drink one at the end of my fast every morning. And I do that with a protein shake. That's my early morning fast. Then my protein shake has coffee in it, so do with that what you will, because it will always be coffee. And then I wash all my fruits. I soft boil a dozen eggs for the week because I'm a snacker, and if I don't, y'all don't want to hear it. You don't want to know what I mean. It'll get rowdy. I'll just eat bags of popcorn ceaselessly, which is not horrible for you, but you should not do that. So, and I chop a bunch of cucumbers, put them in a container so I can grab cucumbers and pop them in my mouth, and I can calm down and not like lose my mind. So this is just kind of like a reconnecting video, I guess. I want to talk a little bit about intermittent fasting, and I wanted to talk a little bit about how the channel changed a little. The things we're going to talk about, we'll talk about weight loss without the focus being on necessarily dropping pounds, because I don't want us thinking about ourselves like as this unfinished product, because there's nothing wrong with us the way we are. There is not. We just want to make sure we take care of ourselves and that we do it well. And that's all this is about, and that's all we're doing. So that's it. So in that context, that's how we will talk about weight loss. And we'll talk about, Houston is like a really chubby city, and that's where I'm at. So that's an issue that we should also discuss. I guess that's it. If you guys want to talk about anything, anybody will tell you in my comment section. If you ask me a question, I always answer. I don't have all the answers, and I'm not a healthcare professional. This is all trial and error. This is all just things that I do for myself. So, please, talk to healthcare professionals. I'm not going to say go do your own research. I hate when people say that, because I don't think people know what research is. Research is like a field of study all on its own. So I promise you, reviewing things on the interwebs is not research. So ask professionals, like talk to your provider, talk to doctors, talk to diabetes education specialists, that sort of thing, nutritionists. Please don't just take people's word for things like because they found some YouTube article on the dark web. Don't do that. When you connect with people on YouTube, like this, like just talk about how you're feeling, what your symptoms are. Maybe you can try something that is safe and not invasive that they tried. Like, you can't run out and just go grab an Ozempic pen and start jabbing yourself with it. You got to get a prescription. That sort of thing. That's what I'm talking about. So I guess that's it for now, you guys. I promise I will now start uploading videos. Again, I apologize. I had a lot of movement in life, and so now I guess I'm back stable. Forgive this video for not being edited, and please comment, like, share, subscribe. You guys subscribe to this channel. I know that it's not like there's not a lot of razzle dazzle. You're not going to see any like OnlyFans content. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, I just don't have any. But, I mean, I'm nice, right, you guys? Come on, be friends with me. No. Subscribe, like, share this video. And my other videos, especially if they're about Ozempic and you know someone who wants to talk about it, I would love to talk about it. It's cool with me. We can talk about, you know, meal preps. We can talk about anything. We're probably going to talk about, you know, aging and perimenopause and sexuality and that sort of thing. Oh my God, you guys, if you want to hear my diabetes after dark musings, it's something, when I can't sleep, I watch an episode of House Hunters and I bitch about how much I hate the couple or the realtor or the houses. It's absurd. But if you want to watch those, they're on my IGTV series, and that is on Instagram, duh. And my Instagram handle is Tammy Type 2 and Review, just like here on YouTube. So please go check it out. It's actually fun. I think it's fun. People find me funny. I do my best. I mean, this wasn't funny. I mean, it wasn't supposed to be. I don't remember adding any comedic content. But I mean, you know. Anyway, it's called Diabetes After Dark, and it's silly. Like I said, it will not be sexy. I mean, it's just me. I mean, I do okay. I'm no slouch. It's fine. But go check it out. Subscribe to my channel. Like this video. Share it. And I'll see you guys in a couple days. I promise. No more slouching. No more slacking. Peace out.